Hi everyone, and welcome back to Beverly Stunning Creations. Before I get started, guys, if you don't make it to the end of the video, please take a moment to send some hearts, like, and share, okay? So let's get started. In this DIY, I am going to use these mirrors that I found at Dollar Tree. I think they were put out for Mother's Day, but my local Dollar Tree didn't have any. I just so happened to go into a different Dollar Tree and found them. Normally around Mother's Day, you will find some different decor at Dollar Tree. Not only that, they have restocked on the 8x10 mirrors with the mirror frame, and I did a DIY on that. I'll link it right here and in the description. I'm going to show you two separate DIYs, and for the first DIY, we are going to use one mirror. So let's get that open. And down here on the back, we need to disassemble the mirror. So there's a tiny little screw right here. So let's go ahead and remove this. And we're going to save both of these pieces for later because we will be putting them back on. Go ahead and take it apart. Now this is a little tricky. You have to kind of move these things around in order to get the mirror out. You want to be careful because you do not want to break your Dollar Tree mirror. Put this somewhere safe. Now the next thing I'm going to do is take this outside and spray paint it silver. And I'm making sure to get underneath here as well. Once you spray paint it silver, this is what you will have. Look how super shiny it is. So now I want to add glitter to my frame. So let me get everything set up and I'll be right back. I have my Mod Podge, some fine silver glitter. A little Dollar Tree cup to put my Mod Podge in. And let's find a brush. Let's put a little bit of the Mod Podge in here. And now I'm going to add some glitter. This is my glitter Mod Podge. Okay, and I'm just going to use the brush to mix it up. All that I'm going to do is just brush mainly on the front. Don't even worry about down here. You'll see why later. You just mainly want to cover the front of the frame. And maybe a little bit of the sides, just a little. Because we're going to come back in later and cover that up. And I guess just a little inside the frame as well. This is just to give it extra sparkle. So now let's take what we have left and just brush it on the decorative part of the frame. Make sure you get in those grooves. And now I'm going to sprinkle some glitter on top of the decorative part. Now if you want to wait until after your first application of glitter and Mod Podge mixture dries before you do that, you could do that as well. Okay, same thing on this side. Now this is optional. This is just me being extra glittery. Extra blingy glittery. So now I'm going to hold it by the bottom and do the same thing to the decorative top. Let me see, let me lay this down a little bit. Okay, now take your glitter and sprinkle it on top of this as well. And you allow this to dry. So back to our frame. To seal the glitter, I am simply going to use some hairspray. Now you can also use Dollar Tree hairspray. This is what I already have, so it's easier for me to use this. Not only that, it has a super strong hold. So I'm just going to spray that right on the glitter. So now I'll allow that to dry. Okay, so now let's put this back down. And you might want to put on the mask for this particular part. All right, so next up I have this rectangular block that I found at Dollar Tree, and it says believe in yourself. So yeah, every day guys, get up, believe in yourself. No matter what's going on in life, have to believe in yourself, right? So next up I have this Dollar Tree sanding block, and you can also use just regular sanding paper. And I'm going to sand some of this paint off of it. And you want to get each side. So I'm going to go off camera and take this outside because it's creating a big mess and finish sanding this down. Once I sand it down, I'll come back and let you see how it goes. This is what my block looks like. So what I'm going to do is spray paint the corners because I want all the corners covered. I'm sure I have some overspray and I might sand it off as well. So I'm going to go ahead and use some silver spray paint on these corners, and then I'll come back and let you guys see what it looks like. This is what the frame looks like. It's all set up and ready to go. So next up I have my mirror. Now before I add my mirror to it, I'm going to put some glue around the inside part of this frame. Unfortunately I have a leak in my glue, So I'm just going to go ahead and take it from the side and use a popsicle stick to apply the glue to the frame. I wish they would make these containers a little bit stronger. I'm not squeezing super hard. I'm not She-Hulk. I don't know why this leaks out. Let's go ahead and put our mirror back in place. And now let's put our back panel back in place. So I need to slide this down, pop that right back in there. Okay, now let's put our little hook back in place. For extra security, you could kind of hold this down and just go around the outside here with some hot glue, okay? But I'm not going to do that. And now this is what we have. Now the next thing I'm going to do is add some mirror towel on each side and then on the inside as well. I'm going to do 2 rows on the outside and 1 row on the inside. And I'm going to take some of my Dollar Tree adhesive, put it on the outside, and I'm doing this because I have that paint and glitter on here. You can also use your Gorilla Glue here as well. Okay, just like that. Now I'll go on camera and do the other side. Back to our block. Now what I'm going to do next is cover my block with mirror towel. And you might ask, well, if you're going to cover it with mirror towel, then why spray paint it silver? Spray painted it silver because sometimes the mirror towels do not line up the piece that you're using. And you can't cut the mirror towel to make it match exactly, okay? Rather than having black, the original color of this block shine through, I'd rather have something more close to the mirror towel shine through so it's not noticeable. So that's why I always do this, okay? This is going to be the back piece. So I have my mirror towel all ready to go. I do need a few pieces for the back. This is 5 rows. Even though there's adhesive on the back of here, I still have paint here, so I'm just going to go ahead and reinforce it because this glue will eat through that paint and make it stick better. Popsicle stick, and I'm just going to smooth it out. Okay, let's take our 5 rows. I got to take one off here. We have an exposed area here and here. And again, I'll explain it as we go. So the first thing I want to do now is take this mirror towel, and I've already measured it. So again, I'm going to go in with some glue. Now you have both for your sides and your front covered. Now let's cover the top. Now guys, it might seem like I'm using a lot of mirror towel. If you purchase this packet of mirror towel that I linked below, you will have more than enough. This is like my 3rd or 4th sheet, and I've worked on several DIYs with this already, and it's not that expensive. So for the top piece, I need to measure. Again, I'm going to add some more glue. Now, let's address these 2 spaces. Y'all know I couldn't leave out my diamond bling, right? My 2 favorite things are diamond bling and mirror towel. Do not need to measure, just put it on there. Add some to the sides. What I'm going to do is do the same thing on the top, and then on the very bottom, this is our bottom, this is our back. Remember, we have these towels on the back, this is the bottom. So what I'm going to do is do the same thing that I did at the top on the bottom, and then went back in and added an additional row. So we have 4 rows of the bling. It worked out better, okay? So this is the back, and this is the top of the back. So now let me put this aside, back to our mirror. Here I have a little bit of sandpaper, and what I'm going to do is just rough this up because I want to remove that paint. So what I'm going to do, if you haven't figured it out, this is going to go here. And I need to make sure I'm not going too high. Okay, so now I'm going to clean the mirror up and then come back. Alright guys, so yeah, we are almost done. So the next thing I'm going to do is take this is the top, it's going to go like this, right up here. And the reason being is because there's a little bit of a gap right in here. And with that gap being there, I could cover it up with something else. Maybe even some diamonds or whatever. I don't know. I kind of like the gap because I'm thinking maybe you can put flowers in there. You know, be creative. So I'm going to leave the gap there. Since that gap is there, I went ahead and put mirror towel back here. So the mirror is reflecting off the mirror. And it's really pretty, okay? So now I'm going to take my Gorilla Glue and put it on the sides and the bottom. Okay, again, this is the top, and I'm going to put it down just like that. Turn this around. So now I'm going to take my 5-pound kettlebell, put that right on top of there to give it that extra pressure that it needs to adhere to the frame, okay? So now I will allow this to dry, and then I'm going to come back and put a strip of bling right across here, and we will be done. Okay guys, so back to our little glam mirror shelf. Isn't the glam is so pretty, guys? We have a little bit of exposure here, so naturally I want to cover that up. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there. Now I'll take 2 rows of my diamond bling and put it right on top of that glue to cover that up. These small little things like this makes a big difference. So whenever you're crafting, if you see a little bit of an eyesore, then try and fix it. You can see that made a really big difference, okay? So let's go ahead and cut that little extra piece off, okay? And now we will allow that to dry. Our shelf is complete. Now I'll hang this on the wall and let you guys see what it looks like. Okay everyone, this concludes my video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, and stay tuned for part 2. I didn't add it to this video because it ran a little long, so it'll be up soon. Okay everyone, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.